Yeah, you know that's that rainbow dragon rock and roll. It's that Saturday night, you know. Play black and white and rainbow in the darkness, as you know. There is a light up in the shore. I'm just freestyling as I go. That's my rainbow dragon rock and roll. For the truckers on the road, North America, that Canada, that USA. English and the French, you know we pour it for some Spanish on the lanes. Ooh, gotta get that North America. That collective for the workers, for the butchers and the bakers, for those nurses. Hey, gotta swing me some rock and roll. Gotta swing me some that rock and that show. You know that's another story told. You know that's another dream. I done played, I've been the low. I done been the hidden scarred. I survived that COVID low. Gotta get that dirty kisses. Gotta get that dirty trickses. You know, rainbow rock and roll 24/7. Ain't 24/7. That's that rock and roll and for the go. For the cleaning workers and the welders, construction workers on steel toes. Going up until you know, going up until you know, on the floor. That's that rock and roll, that mouth that you see up in the louder. Hey, how about some charity? Hey, don't be a Grinch, that CEO. Don't be a Grinch, that CEO. Don't be a Grinch, that CEO. I ain't self-righteous, I ain't totally selfless. That altruistic got some good. Got some lust, that black and white and rainbow should. You know that I love that hard and rock and Hill the Canyon. That's the states you know we going, and the north and strong and free. Gotta get some loving bee. Somebody dancing and that kissing. In the light there is some darkness. Full moon, that special edition, that's that coming. Coming for the rock and roll, you know we going on the road. We hit it on another truck some more. Swing it with the hips, on the steel toes. They gotta get it on the toes. They gotta get it for you know, gotta get it for the sure. From the mountain, that's the Hawk Island, Montreal. You know that spark. Gotta kisses for the rainbow, gotta kisses for the train conductors on the train. Let's go. Gotta hit it one more time. Pour the whiskey and the dime. Pour the sugar cane up in the melody. You know the tougher times. I can't complain, my rent's paid. I got December, that's the pain. I'm building scars and suicide, yeah. I play pride, I play rainbow. Yeah, you know I sing that rock and roll for my homos. You know I sing that rock and roll for my fellow homos. You know I sing that rock and roll for my fellow homos. I done been there left and right and in the center round about it. Let me see you sing and shout it. That's the freestyle, what about it? Oh, what about it? In the light you see some darkness, in the darkness see some light. Gotta swing it for the Latin with the motto that'll be, motto for the goal you see. And we know where there's bees and there's honey. It's Rainbow Dragon Rock and Roll Freestyle Edition. Rainbow Dragon Rock and Roll with this ISP geopolitics 24/7 dancing fitness. Dancing is my favorite fitness activity. Sports dancing is my favorite sport, and that Trinity rock and roll and that mixture of fitness. Let's get it. Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll up in the road for the truckers on the know, for the truckers on the know, for those in fast food, flipping us some burgers up your dough. Hey, it ain't all about Wall Street and the CEOs, you know, they pockets gotta be up in their pockets. Hey, goddamn it, don't be so selfish. That's the Grinch up in the sea. Hey, maybe you see some of those children charity for the joy and for the bakes, second chances, you know what I see. If I would have been that billionaire, you know, I would have been down and dirty. Hey, right after Trump that got elected on the 6th of November, I would have went down dirty to all this North America that you see, coast to coast. I would have given that 50,000, you know what I mean? For the past videos, you know the screamer. For the you don't know those if what I was playing, black and white and rainbow, that's the screamer. That's the seeds up on the trees, and you know warehouse workers, that's collective. That's the butchers and the muscle takes that brain with that hustle. That's the rock and roll, that's all I know. That's the rock and roll. world, it's all I know. Hey, I ain't got much money for the guitar, you know, we're not spending holy days. Becoming I say that God is they go retarded. What about it with those kisses? Got those twins. Shake those hips, so I listen. Shake those hips with so I can listen. Shake those hips so I can listen. Shake those hips so I can bliss it. Bliss it with a kiss that start like bury me with Papa Crowley up in New Jersey. I said bury me with Papa Crowley up in that New Jersey. Bury me with Papa Crowley up in New Jersey. You can see the stars of the sea. See the stars you be. See the stars you be. With a new light, that's the sea. That's the scar up in the lust that you see up in the lost and found and objects that's a being roundabout. This Quebecer, that Canadian, North American, you know I be. Like George Patton, that reincarnation. Served in the US Army. That's the twice like those twins. Warriors Lord up in the 156 years apart up in the Dixon kids. And those pussies, that's the sneeze. Sneeze up in the melody, up in the please do say another word. For that security service me, for that rainbow dragon rock and roll up in the road, you know you scream. Scream another stars, another scar up in the stars, up in the lights, the freestyle rainbow rock and roller. For the YouTube, you know I do it. For the YouTube, you know I do it. For the free world, hey, somebody better be loving. Yeah, it ain't all about Wall Street. It's all about fight. You gotta get some kiss and hugs without LOV. It ain't all about the money between me and you know that's true. Me and you know about that's true. It ain't all about the money. You gotta put it on the table. Got a new table I've been that destroyed up in the bins, scarred and suicidal. That's the hard road that I fight it. That's the hard road that I fight it. Almost been indicted. Almost been indicted. Tried to be indicted. They tried to take me out. I don't know who. In the shadows, playing shadow without hues. Been surprised that attack that survived up in the lid, up in the head, up in the heads. You know, heads up in the satellites, up in the scream, up in the die. Asp, you gotta be that scientist in the parallel that life. You know, that's gonna do some push-ups. Dragon Army, that's some push-ups. With the squats up in the hawks, you know, hawk be flying high up in the skyscrapers. That's the road up in the lights. Lights up in the dice. Red, that's the color that I like. Like it with that scarlet, shake a booty, twist and hoping. You know, that's be doing with the rock and roll. Been the rope up in the show to know. Gotta swing up in some melody, gotta swing up in some CUC. In the seas you see, ocean to ocean, coast to coast, that's another melody. For the Montreal, you know the hawk. For the states, you know I got. That's the deep south on the south. I'm in the central, that's about. Up in the north, up in the seas. Storm coming, that's you know, that's another please. Full moon, another goddess. Goddess temple, gotta build it with the rocks and kisses and guitar, you know that I flinch it, flip it on the Z and on the white, they don't wing on the starlight. Rainbow Dragon Rock and Roll Freestyle Session Edition pre-full moon. Full moon is coming in a few hours. Full moon is coming in a few hours. Full moon. Special for my allies and armies. Pledge your allegiance. Allegiance for my allies and armies. Pledge your allegiance. Allegiance for my allies and armies. Pledge your allegiance. Legions and let's get it. Get it. Rock and roll, that's what you came here for. And with that rock and roll, I got the mouth. Kisses, got the scars. Hey, I got me some clit dick. You know that I'm 50-50 with it. Rainbow, dragon androgynous. Priestess of the goddess, that's the twin one for the heads. Building up some goddess, Judy DSSS. I say with no stress, never got it like it. But I got those kisses locked and liked it. That's that magic, do the lights up in the trees and do the North American Collective Workers Party, that's a must. Let's get that North Americans united on the border, build that North American People's Imperial Coliseum, on the North American People's Imperial Coliseum, that North American People's Imperial Coliseum, that you know we gotta build, that you know we gotta scream, that you know we gotta see it to believe it. Rock and roll up in the seasons as they started going about it, going rock up in December. That's the trees up in the holidays, smell the evergreens. You say what you came here for. That rock and roll knocking at your door. That's the freestyle that's before, and the setup in the lights and the setup in the sky. That's the planes, you know I rock up in the rocket. Gotta say it, gotta pop it, gotta got it. For the satellites retarded, that the sunlight and the shining, sunsets and the scrying. For the archangels that rock and roll, I switch it for the rap, you see the goal. Goal post, I ain't got no money, but that's stress. Besides that, George, something less. Somebody kissing and that hugging, do it double, I can teach it. For goddess, I can peaches. Peaches, I get big gonna be. Hey, vampires gotta swing up into me. Bad bows. Gotta give me for the froze up in the sunlight. Gotta get that moon dance, that's the right. That's the light up in the moonlight. That's the rainbow dragon singing. That's 24/7 rock and roll. That no throw the dice. No need to throw the dice. That's the ice. The skates up in the lights, you know that's a freezer dice, see another throw up in the dice, that's 11, and that's for my telemite nation, gotta give it for my royal, on the Montreal, you know we see it, season dragon army, pledge that allegiance, you know about love, I go deaf and dumb, man, I don't wanna hear it, for the push-ups and the hugs, yep, I'm down and out of me, almost died up in the price, almost died up in the thrice, I got that amnesia, I just woke up in amnesia, gotta see up in the screen, why not? No doubt Hollywood, I ain't need no dream. Got my own Z's, got the kisses on those demons. Gotta put them with the kisses, gotta put them with the love. And that's 156 here. I'm just slash up and die, you know, another time. And we kiss it and we believe it, and we kisses and we squeeze it, and you know we a rainbow dragon with it. Up at 54 they go on the road up in the snow. They the truckers on the road, gotta give me some discount. You know, it's a new song on the day, it's a new song every day with the rainbow dragon. Hey, goddess, I say goddess, sun and moon, that's united. That's another spaceship, spacecrafted. For the rock and roll, that's the best you ever heard. That's a freestyle as you go. A freestyle for some more. For the workers, that's all that a rainbow dragon rock and roll. Rainbow dragon rock and roll freestyle event, full moon.